If you're just tuning in for the second date, we're on the phone with Joey. And look, we've heard some weird first kisses before doing this segment, but this one might be the strangest.
Aww.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to picture a cell phone flashlight, a little light romantic music playing in the background.
That is nice.
Is there music?
While you're surrounded by old Chinese food inside a dirty dumpster.
Yeah.
It's like my apartment.
Oh, do you smell that? That smells like love.
That was definitely not Chinese food.
Yeah, that chow mein is bad.
Love mixed with Szechuan sauce. And she was leaning over the dumpster. He was inside of it, covered in crap. And they Frenched.
Dude,
They Frenched in the moonlight.
I think
making it better.
I feel like it's a perfect analogy for this year.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm assuming, Joey, that you Frenched her. Or did you Chinese her? I don't know what the protocol is in this situation.
What?
There's some French.
There was some French?
All right.
Okay.
You guys are making fun, but I think you're going Joey, I'm with you. I think it sounds romantic.
Yeah.
Okay?
If you
I
don't,
do.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, Joey told us he had his first kiss with a girl named Taylor inside a dumpster because he tossed his leftover Chinese food into there and forgot his credit card was in the to-go bag. He was so happy when he located it, he kissed her in the dumpster. But now she's not calling him back, and we don't know why. Or do we?
No, we don't. They kissed again. I think it's
This is going to be a weird question, but do you think she may have met someone else while you were in the dumpster?
what?
No.
It's a good opportunity.
Some guy walked by cleaning the street.
I-
Ooh, upgrade.
It's
What's
a
up,
weird
big
question.
boy?
I mean,
Picking up gum off the street? Get over here.
you can only go
sexy.
up, but here we go. Let's call Taylor, and we'll find out the reason that she's been blowing you off lately, okay? You ready to do this, man?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to dial the number.
Hello,
Hi, is this Taylor?
this is Taylor. Who's this?
Hi, Taylor. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. Do you have a second to talk?
Excuse me, what's going on here?
We're doing a morning radio show, and we're doing something called a second date. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, basically, the idea is if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to that person for you to try and figure out the reason why they're blowing you off.
Okay.
And so somebody emailed us about you recently.
About me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
you
right.
perked up a little.
Yeah.
Flattering,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You know Joey?
Yeah, I met Joey.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he told us about the date that you guys had. He says he had a really good time with you.
Did he tell you about the dumpster?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God. That was the most memorable part of your date, right?
Yeah, good or bad.
It was something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Wasn't it kind of cute? He told us about how it wasn't his fault. He forgot his credit card was in the bag. He threw it away. You helped him find it.
Brooke thought it was dumpster thriving more than dumpster diving.
Yeah.
She thought it was great. What did you think?
I thought it was fine.
See?
Oh.
It didn't bother me.
I stand corrected.
And what was that kiss like?
Oh, I mean, when he went for it or he was about to go for it, I just kept thinking it smelled pretty bad, but it's fine.
But you
Okay.
wanted to kiss him.
And?
So...
I didn't know if I wanted to kiss him, but it was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really a glowing review.
But
But
it's not a bad review.
Yeah, I'll
I mean,
give her
that's
that.
is that the reason you're not calling him back?
No, not really.
See?
Okay.
Huh.
Because he told us that after the dumpster kiss, you had another kiss later.
We did.
So why are you blowing him off now? Are you just waiting for the stink to get off of his clothes? Because it takes a while for that to come out.
It's a deep stench.
No, he did not text me for a really long time.
Hmm.
And I just realized, he's not that into me. And I had plenty of other guys that were a little more eager. And I was swiping, and I ended up meeting 3 guys since.
Wait, hold on.
He took too long.
Yeah.
Said it been like 5 days?
Yeah, he said it's been 5 days since your date. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's wrong
How
here?
long is too long for him to text back?
I mean, he didn't text me back for 48 hours.
Ooh.
That's
2
2 full
days?
days.
That's the sweet spot. 2 days, if you're on Tinder, you move on.
I think 2 days is a little too long. I
See?
can see what she's saying.
I just
Thank
want to
you.
know how you fit 3 dates in the last 5 days. Like that is some
No.
that is some management of time.
Well, Joey mentioned that she's hot, so she must be getting a lot of people wanting to go out with her.
Did you match or did you actually go out and date?
I've met 3 since.
Yeah, so
so you
matched
have
with someone new.
no, you have met 3 since in person.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
Well, so you can't just invest it all into one guy, you
Yeah.
know, who's not getting back to you. You gotta spread yourself.
I mean, I say good for you.
Do not say that, Alexa. How many times do we have to say that?
Dude, I think that's fine too. However you need to spread anything, I think it's
Okay.
totally cool.
you
But
know what I mean.
here's the thing: if you liked him, I mean, even though you're talking to these other dudes, like, why don't you contact him back at all? Though, like, he's just totally out because he took so long.
Yeah, because I think when you take that long to respond to someone, it's clear that you're not that into them. And I don't want to date someone who's like, I'm their second or third pick, you know?
Okay.
Oh, I think that's a miscommunication.
I'm just thinking, like, 48 hours, 2 days, that doesn't seem like very much time to give a guy.
That's plenty of time.
just
I
for a
agree.
text. I
I
mean,
agree.
just for a simple text.
He may have texted me after 24 hours, but he
What?
definitely did not call me until 48 hours later.
Oh,
Okay, so he didn't
now
call
I'm a
within
little-
1 day now. It's a little much on my side.
He needs to show a little effort. I could see it. She wants some effort to be seen, you know?
You know, I just have a lot of guys that are interested right now, and I don't have time to just hang out with some guy I kissed near a dumpster.
God, must be nice.
Yeah.
God, options.
Well,
Yeah, Brooke is dumpster guys. That's husband.
yeah.
I know you have guys that are wanting to talk to you all the time, Taylor, but maybe you have a little bit of time to actually speak with Joey, because I need to tell you he's been on the other line listening, and he wants to talk to you.
Right now?
Hi, Taylor.
Yeah, right now. There he is.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi. Sorry I didn't call you sooner. I thought there was like a 3-day dating rule where
Oh.
you kind of let things marinate and
Oh, he's old school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in like 2017, but
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Get with
Yeah,
the
dating's
times.
faster
Hey,
now.
wait, though. I mean, you got to look at it this way, Taylor. Like, he was so into you that he actually called us for help to get a hold of you. I mean, that's how into you Joey is.
Mm-hmm.
if he was really interested, he would have called you guys sooner.
Oh, so we should be mad at him too.
Maybe the night of, he should be calling for a second date, like as soon as you get into the taxi and leave.
Joey,
Yeah.
tell her how much you like her.
I thought we really hit it off. I was just trying to be polite and like not come off too eager and don't want to overwhelm you or anything. I really like you, though.
Don't think it would be overwhelming to call a girl before 2 days.
Yeah, that's how it works now.
I don't know though. Like, you go out on Monday, he texted you in that time period. Like, that's
Yeah.
enough, in my opinion.
It
You
sounds
know,
like
just
you-
chill for a second.
It sounds like you want a clingy guy.
I don't want a clingy guy, but I don't want there to be question marks.
The
Fourth
longer
game.
it takes to call, the more time you have to overthink on
Yep,
it and
yep.
just cancel them out.
Well, that's on you. That's not on the
No,
guy.
it's not.
It's on both parties.
I just said something. I find it kind of ridiculous that you have this rule, and like I didn't know about it. I didn't know if you wanted me to call or text or what your time period was. I just was out of the loop on that.
So are you questioning me right now about how I'm running my dating life? Because remember, I'm very good looking.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm in control
Oh.
here.
Okay,
she's in charge.
is that
Well-
good for you, Joey? Does that turn you on a little bit, or is that something that is?
I mean, I could play the needy guy. I just didn't know that's what I needed to do.
It's a role play now.
Yeah.
So Joey's still into it.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
into it.
Well, in that case, I would like to send the two of you out on one more date.
To the nicest dumpster in town.
Yeah, we'll pay for it.
All right, I'm there. Sure.
Wait, that was
Wow.
a yes right away.
But you didn't respond quick enough, Taylor. It took you 2 seconds to respond, so I'm going to take that as you're not that into him.
Stop giving me a hard time.
Okay.
Joey, just so you know, I do have some more dates lined up for the coming week, so it wouldn't be till next week sometime, but I would definitely give you another chance.
Wait, you're putting him at the end of the list?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to break off a date with somebody else.
And he's on the list, Jeffrey. What do you want?
Oh
my God.
That's so much. Okay, Joey, you cool with that?
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I guess it is what it is. But I mean, next date, I'll call you as soon as you're walking away.
Good.
It's a good idea, Joe.
That's funny, but don't, actually do that, because that's kind of pathetic.
It's a fine line,
Yeah.
Taylor.
My sweet spot.
We got an email from one of our listeners named Joey, and Joey admits he went against our show advice, even before the date happened. And he used a corny pickup line on a dating app.
Stop it.
No,
Joey.
on dating apps is where they're supposed to
No.
live.
You know, sometimes the corny
That's where they're
lines
funny.
can come off a little bit funny, but
Yeah.
we'll be the judge of that in just a second. First, Joey, tell us a little bit about the girl that you matched with. What's her name?
Taylor.
Okay.
I matched with her on Tinder.
And
Okay.
what struck you about Taylor? I mean, obviously she's hot, but
Yeah.
anything else?
Well, she didn't have much of a bio, so that was really it.
Okay. So it was
was
just she's
hot.
hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you really need any more than that, Brooke?
I
Come
don't
on.
know. I feel like at some point, if you're scrolling so many times, there's got to be something else that stands out about
There's
somebody that
not.
makes you
That-
want you.
That's not how
really.
dating apps work,
No.
Brooke. You don't get to
Okay,
know
I
a
don't
person's
know.
personality
Listen.
just by their
Yeah.
profile.
I'm married. I know there's rumors that I'm on dating apps, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if a girl's like, I have a degree and this, we don't care about that crap.
Okay.
Tell me
well,
you like yoga pants
says
and
the
hiking.
single guy in the room.
Right.
Continue.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
you said you used a pickup line on her. Let's hear it. What was it?
So I said, I just saw the best up sexy ever.
What?
And
I already get it.
and she replied, "What's up, sexy?" And I said, "Not much. What's up with you?"
Oh.
Okay. How did she
God.
respond to that?
She laughed. She liked that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's funny.
I gotta say, my husband is the king of the "what's up" jokes. He does snoo, he does sappening,
Yeah.
and I even married him.
Yes.
So I mean,
There's
it was
something-
really cute when we started dating.
There's something to it. So what did you guys do when you went out?
So we went up to this Chinese restaurant. We learned about each other. She's kind of recently single,
Okay.
just like a month.
Oh,
And
that's soon.
yeah, a little soon, but I guess she dated some jerk and it didn't really work out with her breakup.
Oh, most
That's
of the
the
time
best,
they
though.
like the jerks and they stay with the jerks
Yeah.
most of the time.
But that's the best for you, Joey, because it means that you're going to come off looking good probably no matter what, unless you find a way to really, really screw this up.
Yeah, the bar's already so low,
Right.
but they gave us so much food and we had a ton of leftovers and
Huh.
she wanted to go get dessert. So we're on our way to dessert. We passed this dumpster. I tossed in the leftovers thinking I'm never going to eat all this stuff.
What?
Yeah.
You threw away good leftovers?
I did. I was like too full to the
Yeah.
point of being uncomfortable. So I tossed it.
Wait, why are you even bringing that up? Was it a thing for her? Because it would have been a thing for me.
Yeah, this is a part of the story. You just got to know that I threw this box into the dumpster.
Instead of giving them to her. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fine.
Interesting choice.
She had her own food. So this is just my leftovers.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Better.
So food goes in the dumpster.
So we get to the dessert place and I'm about to pay with my card and then I realize I don't have it. And it clicks. I left the card in the to-go box
What?
that I just threw out.
Oh my God.
Oh.
How did the card get in the to-go box?
He put it in there, obviously.
Yeah, mashed potatoes. I'm
With
just
the
going to shove these in there.
I mean,
That'll hold
I
it.
mean, I'm hoping there was a bag. You were carrying it all in the bag. And
Yeah, the receipt was in there. My card was in there.
Oh,
I just kind of
no.
forgot
Yeah.
because, I'm with Tinder Taylor.
so what'd you do?
So I told her, and we went back to the dumpster that I dropped it into. And yeah, it was pretty dark at this point,
Okay.
and I
Okay.
couldn't see the box in the dumpster.
I'm laughing because I feel like this is karma for throwing out good food, but okay.
Yeah. So I had to jump into the dumpster. And
Dumpster dive.
Oh, wow.
yeah, but she was helping. Like, she was all on board with me finding this to-go box in my card. And she's shining her light in there and, like,
Oh my
encouraging me
God.
to find it and everything.
Well, at least she's helpful.
Yeah.
I know. I probably
Supportive.
would have just called and canceled the card and ordered a new one.
No, Brooke would have looked into the dumpster and been like, ooh, somebody threw away some Thai food too. Grab it. Nothing goes to waste in here.
I just think it's kind of insane. You're dumpster diving on your first date.
I mean, I didn't want someone to get my card and, like, go through all of the process of canceling and getting a new one. So,
Yeah, waiting a week.
Okay.
All right.
So did you find it?
yeah, I did find it. And
Yay!
it just felt like the right moment. And I could tell we were both feeling it. And we had our first kiss in this dumpster.
No, you did not.
Dude.
Wait, you were both in the dumpster together, and that's where you shared your first kiss?
Now, she was, like, standing on this crate outside, but I was definitely in the dumpster.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Your first kiss is a dumpster kiss?
Why is that so cute?
You, bro, come on.
Kind of cute.
No, you don't.
It's like Lady and the Tramp, okay? They were in an alley. There was garbage around. Like
This is a dream come true for Idaho, Brooke.
Lady and the Tramp kissed by like sucking a spaghetti
but
together.
still, it was dirty.
They were literally
Okay,
animals.
all I'm saying is I think you turned lemons into lemonade. I think you took a bad situation and somehow made it romantic. She kissed him
Dumpster
back.
lemons.
She liked it. Taylor liked it, right?
Yeah, we were both into it. It was really nice. And like, I walked her to her car and I had to go like clean up. But
Yeah.
before she left, we kissed some more and like, it was really nice.
See?
Oh, okay.
Taylor liked the dumpster kiss.
Or she hated it so much she had to have another kiss just to erase the bad memory. So that's how it ended? You shared a kiss and then you went your separate ways?
Yeah. And I've been reaching out and she has not responded for, it's been like 5 days now.
Huh.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I think it's obvious. I mean,
What do you think it is?
It's the dumpster. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What do you think it is? What a mystery.
I mean,
wonder.
seriously, they kissed.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know how the saying goes, after you've just got out of a relationship, you got to jump right back on that horse. Or you got to let the horse jump back on you. However it works, that is what Mark tried to do on his date. He tried to let the horse jump back on him. Right, Mark?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
None of
It
us
means
do.
that you wanted to get back in the dating scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark said that he wants to call this girl named Allison today. Apparently, Mark met her and they went out on a date. Recently, got out of a long relationship. That's what your email said, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about Allison, the girl that you want us to call today.
She works in my building, not in my office, but in my building, and my friends were trying to get me back in the game, and they hooked me up with her. And
So, you just work in the big business park. How'd you approach her?
a bunch of people from the building went to lunch together, and she was in that group and sort of hit it off there.
Was it like a setup where your friends were like, okay, we're all going to go to lunch. We're going to invite her.
No, it wasn't set up for me to meet her. She was just there, and I made the move.
All right.
Okay.
And I made my move.
Yeah, nicely done.
So tell us a little bit about your date. What'd you guys do?
We actually went ice skating.
Oh, that's so cute. I always want to do that for a date, and my husband will never take me.
Well, maybe Mark, if this doesn't work out for you, Mark, you can get a date with Brooke, I guess.
Yeah.
So you went ice skating, huh? How'd that go?
It was awesome. I only fell twice, and we hit it off, and we talked about how we both wanted to leave our jobs in the same building.
All right. So you both bonded over the hatred of your job. How'd your date end then?
After ice skating, we got some hot chocolate.
Oh my
and
God, you're
that
adorable.
was nice. And then I walked her to her car, and we kissed, and it was really nice. It
Oh, you
was
did
like a
kiss.
really nice date. Really good way to get back in it.
You actually kissed, and since then she hasn't called you?
Well, we had plans to go out again on a Saturday the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday rolls around, and she says, "Oh, can we push it to the next day?"
Yeah.
I said, "Okay." And then after that, the next day comes, and she's like, "Oh, can we push it to next week?" And I'm like,
I hate
That
Okay.
sucks.
So, Mark, I'm just wondering what could have gone wrong. Like, you mentioned that you just got out of a relationship. Did you happen to talk about your ex on the date?
I specifically avoided that topic.
That's good.
Good.
A lot of people wouldn't do that. They would have
Yeah.
taken her ice skating and be like, oh, man, Jessica used to like ice skating a lot. I miss ice skating with her,
No. I've listened to your second dates a lot, so I know that's the wrong move.
I like the second dates are actually helping people
Yeah.
learn how to date. So if everything went right, ice skating was cool, you kissed at the end of the date, why do you think she's blowing you off now?
I've been racking my brains, and I have no idea because it went really well.
Have you run into her in the building?
No, she works in a separate part of the building, so I never really saw her in the first place.
All right. Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Well, I have one more thing, though.
Okay.
It's the texts are really polite, and they're pushing this date that is theoretically going to happen. So it's not like she's, like, blowing me off. She just politely keeps moving.
So that's why it's so confusing, because it's not just, hey, I can't do it today.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, well, we'll call her, get your second date update right after this, all right?
Okay, but there's one more thing I have to tell you.
What is it, Mark?
I really appreciate you taking my call.
You're welcome. Is there, before I throw it to the song, is there anything else that you want to say before we go?
No, we're good.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, and get your second date update. Hang on the phone, all right?
Huh?
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Mark is on the phone with us. He emailed us about a girl named Allison. They met through friends at work. They went out ice skating, had some cocoa, kissed at the end of the date. Really nice date. Can't really find a reason why she wouldn't want to go out with him again. And she's been blowing him off, rescheduling in a very nice way. So he's not even really sure if she actually doesn't want to see him again or if for some reason she just really is rescheduling. We're about to call her right now. But Mark, before we get her on the phone, you got out of a long relationship, you told us.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you feel like this girl could be your next girlfriend?
I mean, I wouldn't be pushing it if I didn't think, like, we had something
Okay,
that
so
could turn into something.
so there's something there then.
Yeah.
And
right.
you're ready for another relationship.
I mean,
Yeah, I think not
enough.
really. Well, you know.
Start slow.
Yeah, all right. I was just curious if you really liked this girl, like, and you thought maybe you saw a future with her, or if you just thought that you wanted to go out on another date because...
I mean, I definitely think there's potential there for it to turn into something more. I'm just really curious. I don't get it. I don't get why she keeps putting it off.
Okay, well, I'm going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone, and then get your second date update, okay?
Cool.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Allison, please?
this is Allison,
Hey, Allison, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
the radio show.
Yes.
Hey.
How you doing?
Fine.
I'm calling you, actually, because you recently went out on a date with a listener of our show.
I did?
Yeah. His name is Mark.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you've been blowing him off for a couple weeks since your date, and he asked us to call and see if we could find out why.
He said I was blowing him off.
Mm-hmm. He said he's been trying to go out with you ever since your date, and you keep, like, postponing it.
Yeah, but I'm not blowing him off. I genuinely just needed to postpone it.
Okay. Should I tell him that you're actually going to go out with him one of these days then?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I mean, this is just, it's important, and I want to make sure that, like, I'm totally there for it. So
Okay.
I just needed to have the right time.
Are you trying to end another relationship?
No, definitely not. No, I'm single.
Okay. Well, Mark wants to know, because that's why he emailed us. Because you know how it is if you go out with someone and they keep, going, hey, I can't go out this week, maybe next week, and then they keep doing that. At a certain point, you feel like they don't like you.
I never meant to do that. Like, that was not my intention at all. No, I just needed more time.
So
Okay, because he's starting to get that vibe from you that you don't want to go out with him. What can I tell him then?
Can you just tell him that I just needed a couple extra days just to kind of get some things together?
That sounds so sketchy, though, Allison.
But it's not. It really isn't sketchy. I just needed a couple more days. I promise. I really do like him.
Are you just like out of time? Like you don't have enough time in your day, and your job's really demanding, or
I kind of would rather not tell you guys because I think it might sound crazy, and I would really not want to come off like a crazy person.
That makes me want to know even more what it is, Allison.
Yeah, I'm thinking like you're going to get a boob job or something, and you need to get that finished.
No, not at all. I just feel like this could be the most important second date of my life, and I'd really rather not ruin the surprise.
Whoa, you like him that much?
Wow.
I do. I mean, I've been working on this picture book for him for the last I don't know, a couple of months, and I just want to make sure that it's perfect, and it's just not ready yet to give to him, and so I'm just trying to finish it.
You say you've been working on a picture book?
Yeah.
Have you
Of
even...
what?
I mean, I've been working on collecting some photos of the last, year or so of, I guess, of me liking him and, of our...
Allison, I guess I'm confused.
A year?
You guys went on that one date,
Yeah.
right? Had you known each other beforehand? Because when we talked to him, he says that he knew you worked in the same building and you met, at a lunch.
Well, yeah, in terms of, us dating. But I've known of him for about a year and a half or so. One of my girlfriends at work pointed him out to me, and we were with two totally separate groups, but our eyes met, and I just knew it was perfect. We were going to date. And so I had to wait it out.
So are the pictures, I guess I don't understand exactly what you're building. You said a picture book, but what is a picture book of? Collages or something?
Just who we were before we started dating. So, I went to his high school, and I got his high school yearbook photo.
What?
With that in it. And I recently dyed my hair blonde, so I have, the before and after photo. Who we were before we got together.
And
Allison?
you're planning on giving him this on your second date?
Yeah.
And that's...
I think he'd really appreciate it. I think he'd really love it.
Wait, don't you have girlfriends to tell you that this is, crazy?
This isn't crazy. It's a book of my feelings and all of what we were before we're going to be together. And it's, I know how much he likes blondes, and the fact that I went and dyed my hair blonde, he's just going to appreciate it so much.
Allison, you know what? You're right. Allison.
When we get married, we're going to have this, shown at the wedding of, what our lives were like before we were together.
Allison, you know what? If somebody had done that for me on a second date, I would think that was so sweet.
You are such a liar.
No. I would think that, it'd be nice if somebody went to all that work for me. Give me a picture book of things for the last year.
Yeah, see?
No, Allison, no.
I just wanted it to be sweet, and that's why I can't see him yet. It's not ready.
All right, Allison. Well, then I will tell him to just hold tight, and you will eventually go out with him. That's the message you want me to pass along?
That's exactly it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Allison, I also need to let you know that Mark is on the other line and just heard that. Mark?
Yeah.
Say hi to Allison.
Oh, my gosh.
Allison? What's going on?
Oh, God.
You've been collecting pictures of me? Allison?
What is going
Mark, it wasn't that you weren't supposed to find out about it this way. I have this beautiful book that I've just been working on, and I just wanted you to see it, and I haven't been blowing you off, I swear.
So you've been working on this since way before we even met?
I mean, yeah, because you were in a relationship, and so I knew that we couldn't be together. I'm not that kind of girl. Of course, I was going to wait until you were single.
How'd you even know I was in a relationship?
I mean, we have mutual friends in at work, and so I just, I knew some things about you.
Wait, so you've been, stalking me for the past year?
No. I'm not that kind of crazy person. I'm not a stalker at all.
What kind of crazy person
I just
are
wanted
you?
to make sure that you knew what our life was like before, and it was documented.
Allison, this is creepy.
It's not at all. It's really just meant to be sweet and endearing, and I mean, you're really gonna love it when you see it. I promise.
I feel unsafe.
I don't think anybody blames you for that, Mark.
Allison,
Holy cow.
I think you've officially scared Mark a little bit.
Because of you. Because it wasn't supposed to be like this. He was supposed to see it on our date, and now you ruined it, and everybody knows it. I was supposed to show him this book, and he was supposed to just be so happy to see it.
Yeah, Allison, you know what? I'm sorry I screwed that up for you.
Thank you for the apology, but that doesn't change anything.
Allison, in your mind, how was this going to play out exactly? He was going to fall in love with you after you gave him a book?
Who the do you think you are?
Whoa!
That is exactly what was supposed to happen.
Oh, honey.
Don't all honey
honey me. You know this was a genius plan, and you're just upset because you didn't think about it.
Oh my gosh. There's so many things wrong with this.
You guys are such ass. How dare you spoil this
Allison,
on the radio for me?
Allison,
you ruined the surprise.
I don't know. Hey,
You
hey,
changed
Allison.
Everything. You made me
Look,
talk and everything.
Allison, I know that you're upset, but I haven't even asked if Mark will go out with you again. Like, the whole thing might not be ruined. Mark, would you like to go out with Allison again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
No.
See? It's because of you. You
yes.
ruined this. You did this.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Allison. I think Allison's gone.
Oh my gosh.
I'm scared for my safety. And Mark, I think you might need to find a new job and a new town.
I think calling you guys might have literally saved my life.
I think you're right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text message in at 78592 that says, I was super creeped out. If I was that guy, I'd run fast.
Yes.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you missed today's second date update, Mark wanted to call Allison. And when we got her on the phone, we found out the reason she wasn't calling back was because she wasn't ready to hang out with Mark yet.
Yeah.
Because she was collecting photos of him so she could make an album about how they were when they met.
Oh my God.
And
It's so weird.
yeah, it is weird and creepy, and he was creeped out by it. But then she blamed all of us for ruining everything.
I feel kind of bad for her.
Oh, you shouldn't. She's weird.
She needed to learn that lesson.
Yeah, she did.
Someone in her life needs to talk to her.
Someone in her
have
life
good
needs to hug her.
friends.
They need to hug her
Yeah.
and say, don't start making a photo collage album of a dude you went on one date with.
Yeah.
Because it will probably creep him out.
Like a whole scrapbook. Like my grandma scrapbooks everything, and that's weird. You know, it doesn't make sense in
Yeah.
the dating world
All right,
either.
Grandma, stop being so clingy, all right? You
Oh,
got
I
enough
know.
pictures of me. What the hell?
Grandparents, parents, they are so clingy. And you're like, why are you watching me?
Yeah.
I didn't give you any approval to take those pictures when I was younger. And I'm thinking about calling the authorities.
Right?
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Another hour of
You ever see those couples and you wonder, how did that guy end up with that girl?
All the time.
Yes.
You know, like the Olsen twins and pretty much every old guy they've ever dated.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they love the senior citizens.
Yeah.
They do.
Or Macaulay Culkin and every hot girl he's ever dated.
Uh-huh.
Like, how did he get with Mila Kunis?
Uh-huh.
What is going on there?
It's weird. It could be money.
Well, she
She
has
already
money
had
too.
money.
They're all rich. Exactly. They all love each other.
You see, it's mysteries like this that just confound my mind. And we have a guy on the phone for a second date who admits he had a mismatched date, and he was the lucky one.
Oh, that's a good place to be.
Yeah, but maybe that's why he's not getting a call back now. His name's Curtis. What's up, Curtis?
Yo, how you guys doing?
Oh, Curtis, you dating up?
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of outkicked my coverage on this one.
You're accidentally dating up then.
Yeah. So what's this girl's name?
Her name is Ashley.
Ashley, okay.
We got together with some mutual friends at a get-together, just in a backyard. And, wow, not to be crass, but she's an absolute smoke show.
So did you get a chance to talk to her?
Nope.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's stunning, and she's never been around these friends before, so it was like I immediately noticed her. I introduced myself eventually, and
Were you nervous? What were you feeling like in that moment?
yeah, I mean, there was definitely butterflies because, I mean, she is that much of a knockout, so yeah. But, you know, I had a little bit of liquid courage going.
Okay.
And, at some point, I, made an offhand comment about KFC and how I kind of wish that there was KFC at the cookout or kind of just like potluck, really.
Like basically, you're just trashing on everybody's food and saying that why don't we just do takeout?
I mean, to be fair, the food was hot garbage.
Okay. So it was accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I said that, and I'm like, I could really use some extra crispy. And she's like, extra crispy? I'm like, yeah, KFC. I'm kind of a KFC whore.
And she's like, oh my God, I love KFC too. And I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, we did like that.
Is that really shocking to you that somebody else loves KFC?
I mean, I guess I said that in jest in some way because I do actually am very much into KFC. It was a meeting point for us, so to speak.
And it's hard to believe that hot girls even eat sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
I guess that's true.
Exactly. I mean, I figured she was on like a fully vegan diet or whatever, but she wasn't. And we started chatting. She's a flight attendant, which she's always on the go, so that's why she's really into KFC. And yeah, I got enough courage up after that, and I was like, do you want to go out sometime? And she's like, yeah, that'd be great.
Nice.
When she said yes, it was like, I think I let out an audible sigh, which was probably not the coolest thing to do.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, but you know what, though? It's good to be not cool, especially around women who are ultra beautiful. And I really think that because it's so refreshing to see someone just be themselves.
From your mouth to God's ears. I mean, like, hopefully that was the case.
So what'd you guys do for your actual date?
So we went out to this nice place, certainly not KFC. And at one point, I made a joke about, oyster shooters and being an aphrodisiac.
Oh, God.
Aphrodisiac jokes are always funny. Don't let Brooke negativity get you down.
Thank you. I mean, well, maybe not, because I then kind of doubled down and made a joke about asparagus.
What is asparagus? This makes your pee smell? Like,
my understanding, and I'm not sure if it's an old wives' tale or anything, but I've always heard that, like, asparagus really gets the libido going. It's real,
Are you wait, is that the joke, or are you being serious?
Oh, I didn't know.
That's serious. I mean, that's what I've heard. And I mean, I wasn't like, hey, this is an automatic hookup or anything like that. But, I was nervous, and I thought, she kind of liked the first joke.
But I was going down every food item and telling her.
You know what they say about rice.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
Breadsticks, huh, girl? Is that what you're hungry for?
Also, you heard about water?
Yeah.
And it didn't help that I was like kind of stuffing my face at the time with asparagus. Probably also didn't add to the.
Yeah. All right. That might have put a wrench in things. Were you able to recover?
I'm guessing it didn't help. I mean, look, it seemed like the rest of the date went well. We talked about what she does, and I feel like there was a moment towards the end of the date afterwards where I could have kissed her, but I didn't.
She was full on asparagus.
Yeah.
She couldn't have turned you down.
Yeah. And I didn't seize the opportunity, and I'm regretting it, and I feel like a jackbutt, if I can. I'm not sure what I can say on the radio. But yeah, it's been a few days, and just Ghost City, and I haven't heard anything from her.
Okay. Well, I mean, she is a flight attendant, so she may just not be home. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, that's certainly a possibility. I just kind of feel like, the clock struck midnight, and here I am, and like it was kind of like all a dream, and she's, kind of realized that I'm kind of a schmuck in some ways.
But a schmuck with lots of asparagus. So you got something going for you. Well, we're going to play a song. We'll come back, call Ashley for you, and we'll try and get you a second date. All right, Curtis?
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, hold on.
Middle of a second date, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
If you're just tuning in for the second date, we're on the phone with Curtis, who met a beautiful flight attendant named Ashley.
Yes.
And he describes Ashley as being a little bit out of his league.
Mm-hmm.
They bonded over their mutual love of fine cuisine. Specifically, Kentucky fine cuisine.
Yeah.
But when he took Ashley out, he may have made a few too many jokes about aphrodisiacs over dinner.
Uh-huh.
He also felt like he missed out on a good opportunity for a first kiss, but he's hoping that we can call up Ashley, his long-lost flight attendant, and help him book a one-way trip to her heart.
Oh, that was cute.
I hope it's first class.
Now, Curtis, in keeping with standard safety regulations, I will need to perform a cavity search before we make this phone call.
Yikes.
Whoa.
On myself, not on you.
Okay.
Oh, so that's normal.
How are you still finding stuff up there, Jeffrey? Like,
I hope you never work for TSA.
yeah.
It's cavernous. What can I say?
Cavernous? Oh, my God.
All right, Curtis, you ready to do this?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, are you as nervous now as you were the moment you asked her out?
Way more.
Oh, more.
Yeah, much more.
Okay, so we're not in a healthy spot right now, Curtis. Just know that, I mean, there could be a reason why, a perfectly logical reason why she's not calling you back.
That is the sound of me knocking on wood.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, here we go. We're going to dial the phone number, and we're going to see if Ashley answers. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Ashley, please?
this is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a second to talk with us?
Seriously? This is the radio?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh my God! Wow, there's more of you. Oh my God!
We still exist.
Uh-huh.
Radio's still alive.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, what's up?
I can't tell if you know the show or not, but we're doing something called a second date.
I have heard of this.
Okay, so you know that the way it works is if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to that person to try and figure out the reason why.
So someone I went out with called you.
Yeah, a guy emailed us about you named Curtis.
Okay.
Okay, that's still positive. You met Curtis at the barbecue?
Yes, I did. I feel bad. I saw he texted me. I am a flight attendant, so I'm like always traveling for work. So I didn't really mean to like not respond to him.
Oh my God, that's what I told him, that was a possibility. And he thought for sure you were standing him up. He said, go city.
Oh no, I was like out of town. I just kind of missed it. I meant to respond, but no, I really wasn't like intentionally ghosting him or anything.
So you're going to call him back?
Yeah, I mean, he was like a really nice dude. I would definitely hang out with him again.
So no issues with him, like no like asparagus issues or anything weird?
Oh, he made a joke about asparagus, which I mean I've not heard before, but it's very educational. So I don't know.
Educational. That's good.
Okay, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, he was really fun actually.
Wow. Okay, this is a lot easier than we thought.
I mean, when I told him it may be something just totally normal, I was lying to him when I said that in the beginning. I was just,
Brooke is shocked.
Yeah, I am. I'm
know.
like, cool.
Because this never happens.
What do we do? Do we just hang
Well, I guess this is going to happen earlier than it should, but Ashley, we forgot to tell you that Curtis has been on the phone listening this entire time. He wants to talk to you.
What's up?
Curtis?
Yes. No, I'm thrilled. This is amazing.
Hi.
This is fantastic. What's going on?
This is cute. Look at
Incredible.
this.
What's up, man? Hi. I can't believe you called the radio, but you know.
Yeah, well, I was a little bit concerned, and I mean, look, full disclosure, like guys like me don't end up with girls like you, so
You're sweet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm beyond super stoked, and I mean,
Well, Curtis, but hold on. Well, you're going to talk yourself out of a date here. Let me just ask her before it gets out of hand. Ashley,
sure.
would you be willing to go on a second date with Curtis? We'll pay for it.
Yes, I would be willing to do
Oh
that.
my God,
What
this is
is
the
going
cutest.
Amazing.
So fast.
Well, congratulations, Curtis.
Thank you.
You got the easiest second date update we've ever done.
That's
Dude, and she said
amazing.
such nice things about you, Curtis.
I know.
yeah, wow.
I can't believe you were so nervous about this.
I mean, I was nervous. I guess now I guess I could say, like, because this is going to happen. I mean, I've been in love with her for like 2 years, basically.
What?
And
Hold on.
Wait, you said you had never met her before.
I haven't met you.
well,
Different
like,
person?
like the people you might know option on Facebook, that algorithm or whatever, because obviously we have so many mutual friends, your profile came up, and I don't know, I've just been kind of looking at your profile and looking at your pictures in Greece, and you had actually liked KFC and stuff like that, and so I kind of commented on that at the at the
Wait, you made
barbecue.
that comment because I'm on my Facebook that I like KFC. That's why you said that?
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that weird. I mean, ultimately, everything else
Curtis,
was organic.
hold on. You didn't tell us that you had known her before this. You said you
He
just
didn't know
met her.
He knew her Facebook profile.
Well,
I knew her
I did not know him until we met at our friend's party. Curtis, I don't know that I would have told me this if I were you.
Yeah, dude. I feel kind of awkward.
I mean, the thing is, Curtis, what's weird about it is that, like, why wouldn't you just DM her on Facebook 2 years ago and say, hey, what's up? We have mutual friends.
Yeah.
Like, the whole 2 years of looking at her page is kind of creepy, man.
Because it's just a lot different to just like DM somebody, especially a chump like me. Like, she'd probably look at my Facebook profile and be like, "Who in the hell is this loser?"
Oh, buddy.
Did you know that she was going to be at that party that your friends were throwing?
I mean, yeah, I figured as much. I mean, I also did check with one of our friends just to be sure, but...
No, but that's fine. I mean, it's kind of like a setup, right? Like if your friend was in on it, it's almost like a setup.
Ashley, how are you feeling hearing all this?
I feel a little weird about it. I wish, full disclosure, you would have just kind of told me that up front, because now it feels like you were hiding it or trying to be someone based on my Facebook profile. And I just, I like you. I wouldn't have thought you were a chump or something. So I don't know. I feel a little weird.
Ashley, I don't think that it's that big of a deal. Honestly, I think that social media is a weird thing these days, and people don't know how to navigate it all the time. And he obviously thinks that you're way out of his league. Yeah. I mean, you guys have mutual friends. There's people that can vouch for him that he's not some stranger that is just stalking you.
That's really fair. You're right. Yeah.
When you're friends with people for years online, I know kids that I'm like, oh, they've grown up so much. I've never even met these people. I sound creepy.
You're following children online?
I'm following parents, and they post pics of their kids. Next thing you know, they're 4.
See,
I
Ashley?
remember when they were in diapers.
That's a lot stranger than what Curtis is doing.
I see what he's talking about. You know someone, but you don't know
Okay,
them.
Everyone's a creep, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed your profile. I really admired you. I didn't, from there, it's like you get to a certain point. I don't know. It's just...
No, I understand. And I appreciate you telling me now on the radio.
Yeah, and I promise there's nothing else that I'm hiding that I would drag you onto a radio show for that I haven't told you or anything like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you say that, it makes it sound like there is something you're hiding, Curtis.
I promise you there's nothing.
Okay, well...
Do we re-ask?
Yeah, now I'm like...
I feel like
I need to re-ask the question again because we have new information than what we had the first time.
It's over.
Ashley seems cool, man.
Yeah,
re-ask.
I just want to avoid any liabilities on our end.
Yeah.
So, Ashley, would you like to go out on another date with Curtis? We'll pay for it. Just pretend I didn't ask you the first time.
Yeah, only one date.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, but it was still a yes. Take it as a win. That's a W, Curtis.
All right, well,
no, trust me. I'm yes, amazing. Thank you.
Well, wow, this is amazing. This is the first time we've ever had 2 yeses by the same person on a second date.
That's a good point.
Dude, it's like 3 dates now.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of breaking the mold here. I'm somewhat of a pioneer.
All right, let's celebrate. Get out the asparagus. Come on.
Hey, everybody, asparagus and oysters.
And just to be clear, the date you guys are paying for is not a KFC, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
All right, it's been almost a year since we've had them on.
Oh my gosh, that's a long time.
Yep, and now they are back once again. Ashley and Curtis are with us today to give us an update on their relationship. How's it going, you guys?
Hi, guys. It's
Hey,
good.
what's going on? Doing well.
Have you guys been able to manage your fame since being on our show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can't
paparazzi everywhere.
Yeah.
So, aside from all the fame that you guys are experiencing, how's the relationship going? Are you guys still together?
Are you married?
Well, we are together. We've been dating since we were on.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I didn't expect that.
That's like a long-term relationship.
That's a lot of KFC dinners that you guys have eaten.
Yeah, only KFC the whole time. That's the only place we go.
So what does that mean? Are you living together? Or are you just, where are you at?
So we've just been dating. We actually just got back from a 2-week-long road trip together. And during the trip, we stopped at my family's house. So he met my parents for the first time.
That's a big deal.
How did that go?
Curtis, do you like her more or less after that experience?
Don't answer that, bro.
I mean, it was a really fun time. Our parents are super nice, awesome.
Nice.
There was some pressure to put a ring on it.
Whoa.
Really?
They were mostly joking. They're kind of old-fashioned. They've seen me get hurt sometimes. They're not super serious about that, I don't think.
But it also means they see you're happy, which is a good thing. Parents know.
Okay. Is that something that you're open to, Curtis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see us going down the aisle right now, but it's a long way off.
It's heading that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we need a little more time, I would say.
Sure, yeah. No need to rush it, right?
Forever is a long time, trust me.
Sure.
I mean, for me, I was thinking more along the lines of 3 or 4 years or so. And right around that time.
Okay, I have not heard that number, but...
That's a little
3 or 4 years until you get engaged? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you don't agree with that, Ashley? You just said you want to take it slow.
Well, I haven't heard 3 or 4 years. Is that really how long you want to wait for that?
babe, like, it took me 2 years to even muster up the courage to even ask you out in the first place.
We'll talk about it. Like a happy medium, like a year and a half, 2 year vibe, I think sounds good.
Curtis,
to me.
I think you're just going to end up doing whatever Ashley says. So
could be very
I think it's
possible.
cute that you have a decision in all of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
you think that. Yeah.
All right, we don't have to decide on a specific date when you're going to get engaged
Yeah,
right now.
All that matters is we're gonna go and we're invited.
Yes,
right?
and it's catered by KFC.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, well, congratulations. It's good to hear from you two again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, by the way.
guys.
Oh yeah. All love, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for calling.
Keep us updated.
Will do.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We've heard of a lot of interesting date ideas in these second date updates.
Yeah. People are creative.
But I feel like the woman from today's second date update, she got her inspiration from watching MTV in the early 2000s.
What?
She must be a big fan of that show, Eliminate. I don't know if anybody remembers that show or not, but don't worry about it. It's not on the air anymore. Anyway, Kenny is on the phone right now. What's up, Kenny?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Before we get into the weird date that you went on, tell us a little bit about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
So her name's Marianne.
Marianne?
Okay,
all right.
and apparently her weird date idea was awesome, though, because you're trying to get a hold of her.
I mean, it definitely intrigued me. It was definitely, I've never seen it before. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
Before we get into the date, where did you meet Marianne?
We met on Tinder.
Oh,
On Tinder, okay. What did you like about her?
She just seemed really, really cool. You know what I mean? Like, her pictures weren't just like the standard bathroom selfie. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. She seemed really unique. She had like the Spotify thing, and she had some good music taste. She had some Steve Miller Band.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
Okay.
I like that on Tinder.
That's always good to like have similar music tastes.
Don't know anything about Stephen Miller or his band, but
You
I have
don't?
heard a lot of people that like that. Anyway,
goodness.
so tell us a little bit about the date.
So she texted me saying, let's meet up, let's go to a coffee shop. And then she told me that she had 15 minutes. She was giving me 15 minutes to talk to her and hang out with her, but that's it because she was very busy.
But it's kind of like, I mean, that's kind of the thing right now. Like you do a pre-date. I mean, you have to go through so many people when you're doing online dating apps that's like, it's a numbers game.
Right, but the interesting part was she told me she was taking 2 hours out of her day to meet with lots of different men in like 15-minute intervals.
Okay.
Speed date.
Shut up.
So she's just sitting at that Starbucks interviewing dates, basically.
Yeah, that really was it.
So wait, hold up. So, I mean, you're cool with that, obviously.
I mean, at first I was kind of like shocked. I didn't think she was being serious, but it really intrigued me. Personally, I've never experienced something like that.
It was like a dating competition.
And you don't have time to be shocked. You got 15 minutes. Bro.
Yeah, you got to get through it.
What did it feel like when you walked into the Starbucks and you knew probably most of the men that were in there were in line to go on a date with the same person you were going on a date with?
It was definitely pretty nerve-wracking, but beforehand, I tried to go in with, a little advantage. You know what I mean? So I decided to try and prepare some topics and questions to try and ask her.
So you are a competitive man. You're up for the challenge.
Well, why not,
And how did it go?
So it went well. I gave her 2 questions that I thought were the most interesting. They
Okay.
weren't the standard, where are you from?
What were they?
Yeah.
So the first one was, how long would you give someone after a light goes green before honking at them?
Oh.
Ooh.
Says a lot about a person's patience.
Yeah. And the other one was, if you could kiss any animated character, who would it be?
Oh my God, what were her answers?
Yeah.
So the first answer for the stoplight one, her answer was 15 seconds.
She gave somebody 15 seconds before honking.
That's a solid.
That's a good amount of time.
I'd
Yeah.
probably give 30.
30?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a long time. Yeah.
Dude, I'd give it 10, maybe tops.
Okay, what was the next answer?
Good question.
So I thought this was hilarious, actually. She said He-Man.
She'd make out with He-Man.
Oh,
I didn't even think of He-Man.
God, I immediately thought I was going to do it with Aladdin.
really?
Oh, yeah.
I thought Wreck-It Ralph, but that's just me.
Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, he's got nice lips, though.
You know you could sleep with a female character.
Oh, I thought it was a guy-only question. Well, then it'd be Cinderella.
You just said cartoon character.
All right, so did you like her question? Did you like her answers to those questions?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really know what I would get out of them. You know, it wasn't like a rigged question, but I definitely thought it was really interesting. And, you know, we actually, in our 15-minute session, we actually went overtime and lasted about like 19 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, as I was sitting there, I could see other guys kind of like loitering, kind of like waiting their turn.
It is like her own little dating competition TV show.
They're like, come on.
That's exactly right.
She must be hot, right?
She's really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can get away with
Exactly. For a bunch of dudes to line up for 15 minutes for a shot at going on a real date with her.
I think a lot of women could pull this off. I mean, the confidence it takes to pull this off makes you attractive no matter what your physical attributes are. Did she have a timer set? Like, how did you wrap it up?
She would just look at her phone periodically. There wasn't like an alarm, but
She didn't have a trap door. As soon as 15 minutes is up,
Pushes a button.
fall through the floor. Next guy sits there. So how did you end everything then?
when it was all over and we were saying goodbye, I gave her a handshake, which, you know, I thought was appropriate since this is the first time we've like hung out and we've only hung out for 19 minutes.
Yeah, totally.
Now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should have gave her a hug or something like that.
And you haven't heard anything from her at all?
Unfortunately, that all took place on a Friday, and so I texted her that night, and I said, hey, it was really cool, you know, going out. I thought it was really funny, really had a really great time, and then she left me on red that Saturday, and I haven't heard from her since last Saturday.
Oh, my God. If it's not you, aren't you curious who she did pick?
I am dying.
Yeah, I bet. All right, well, we'll play a song, and then we'll come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Kenny is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Marianne. And his first date with Marianne was less like an actual date and more like a reboot of the old game show, The Dating Game. Because they met on Tinder, and she said we could meet at Starbucks, but we only have 15 minutes because I've got a bunch of other dudes lined up who are also going to date me for 15 minutes, and then I will choose a winner.
Nice.
And it looks like Kenny has not been chosen as the winner because he's not getting a call back. He does want to know why, though.
You know, this could really backfire. We could find out that she went on real dates with all 7 of the other contestants, and you were the only one that didn't get a call back.
I mean, even if so, I just need the closure at this point.
Okay. It's like seeing the first segment of a show going to commercial break and then never getting the closure.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and at least you could have done is give you some kind of consolation prize.
Yeah.
Know? Like, Kenny, you didn't get the date, but you just got a new Maytag washer and dryer. Congratulations, Kenny.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he'll take it.
All right, well, I'm going to call her right now and see if we can figure it out for you. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Marianne, please?
This is Marianne.
Hey, Marianne, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
That's not what you meant.
Okay, I'm really busy. I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
Okay, sorry.
What's happening?
I'll make this quick then. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up not calling you back, you can email us and we'll get that person on the phone and find out what happened. So we actually got an email about you from a dude named Kenny.
Who?
Kenny. He told us about a date that he went on with you where you gave a bunch of dudes 15 minutes to get to know you at a Starbucks, and then I guess you were going to choose the winner. Kenny was one of those guys.
Oh.
And I got to
That's
say,
what this is about?
genius move with the basically creating your own dating competition.
Well, I wasn't trying to make it a competition. I'm just really busy, and I don't have a lot of time, and I just, wanted to get it done.
Okay. Well, out of all the dudes that you hung out with that day, do you remember spending time with Kenny?
I have to check my notes. Let me look.
He said, this may help. He said that you guys went over the allotted 15 minutes and your time with him was up to 19 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm looking here. Yeah, he was guy number 4.
Oh my God,
you
took
actually
notes?
really for real have notes?
Yeah.
I thought she was
Damn,
kidding.
you were organized. Can you give us a little information about your date with Kenny based on your note taking?
I just felt like, I mean, he did well during the interview portion of the meeting.
Wait, there's another portion besides the interview?
Yeah, there's the interview portion and then there's the closing.
The closing.
Oh,
so is Kenny not a closer?
Not with me. I mean, I think we had a good dialogue going, and then at the end of the date, he kind of just failed, and I wasn't impressed.
What? He said he gave you a handshake. You wanted him to go in for a kiss after hanging out with you for 15 minutes?
Yeah, he didn't kiss me, and it's a date. And
You actually did want that.
Yeah, I mean, hello, you have a limited amount of time. A real man would take advantage and close the deal. And, I was giving him signs, and he just shook my hand. That tells me everything I need to know about him, whether he's a man, and he's not.
He's trying to be a
Hold
gentleman,
up.
baby.
Okay, that is unfair. First of all, I know that you probably watch a lot of reality shows, but dating someone for 19 minutes, that's impossible for anyone to really show who they are in 19 minutes.
Like I said, I thought the interview portion went well, and he showed who he was, and I was giving him signs and signals to close the deal, and he gave me a handshake.
I bet he was just trying to respect your space.
Did the other guys that you hung out with that day kiss you?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
All of them?
Not all of them, but some of them.
So you're just inside a Starbucks for 2 hours making out with multiple men?
I wasn't making out, and it wasn't multiple men.
So basically, you don't feel like Kenny is dating material because he didn't try to kiss you after your very abbreviated date.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Okay. Well,
Do or die kind of thing.
Marianne, I do want to let you know that Kenny is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and does want to talk to you.
Well, I really don't want to talk to him. So, and I got a lot to do today.
Marianne.
Well, there's Kenny anyway.
Yeah.
Can we talk
Hi.
for a second, Marianne?
I guess so. I mean, you got me on the radio show to begin with.
Listen, I know it probably wasn't the best way to go about it, but neither was an interview, a 15-minute interview.
You signed up for it. I didn't.
I mean, yeah, it was. I thought it was interesting, but I thought in the
criticize
15 minutes.
me. You're the one who showed up. You decided to meet me. If you don't like my style, then don't hang out with me.
You're right. But we spent 15 minutes together. It was our first time meeting. Like, you want me to kiss you after that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to. That'd be great. I think you're a very wonderful woman. But, I mean, I am shocked that, a couple guys, they actually had the nerve? That's insane to me.
It's not that they had the nerve. They had the confidence.
Whoa.
Okay.
I gave you the signs. You didn't pass. You don't have what it takes to be in a relationship with me. You lose.
Whoa.
You lose.
Marianne, okay, wait. Marianne, if you're such a strong woman and you're such a confident woman yourself, if you liked him, why didn't you go in for the kiss? Why didn't you make the move?
Thank you.
Look, I want a strong man who takes charge, and you didn't do that, okay? I want a man who knows what he wants. I want a man who takes what he wants. I don't have time for anything other than that.
Whoa.
I do know what I want. I was just trying to be courteous.
Yeah.
I didn't know that in the process that there were different sections. I didn't know that you had it divided up into interview and closing. And is there a written section? Do I need to bring a number 2 pencil?
I texted you the rules. You knew how it was going to go. You agreed to it. You confirmed with me. You knew what was going on.
That's why I prepared my interesting questions.
And they were great. I told you, you passed the interview. It was the closing section you did not.
Well, I can close, and I would have loved to close with you. I don't know. Why don't you kiss me right now? Huh? Is that good? You want me to kiss? Here, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss right through the phone. How's that? 3, 2, 1. Is that good? Did that close?
That was
No,
so weird.
it's really weird, man. I mean, come on. It's not even funny. It's not even clever.
Well, you said that you wanted a guy who takes charge. There's some charge for it. You want some more charge? Here, come on a second date with me. Let's go on a second date. Let's grab some coffee. Let's go grab some coffee and hang out for 20 minutes. Does that cut it? Is that good? We can make out. How does that sound? Is that great?
Oh my God. I don't know if he's angry or confident.
Kenny, no. this is not working.
Oh, no. I'm taking charge now, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it. I feel the charge in my bones. Oh, this is what you like, right?
Not really. I mean, you're over the phone. Kind
Oh,
of.
please. I know you can
Couldn't do
feel
it
it.
in
I know you can
person.
feel it in the sound.
Oh, my God. Can I get off the phone now, please? Really? Like, please, I'm begging.
No. You listen here, Marianne. You're sending me mixed signals. You know that? Because you're like, oh, no, I want a guy that takes charge. I want him to kiss me after 15 minutes. But you're also like, oh, no, I want a guy that plays by my rules, and I want to have complete dominion over him. What do you want, Marianne? What do you want from me?
I want to get off the phone.
Okay.
Did you even go out with any of the other guys?
I did. I
You
went on
did?
another date.
Really?
And how did that work out with your strong men?
You know, I'm sitting here being criticized. It went very well, and I don't appreciate any of your tones. I'm very busy today, and I've already been on the phone for 20 minutes, it feels like. So can we wrap this up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well,
and I was
she's taking
just
charge.
looking for an opening to do that. So thank you very much, Marianne, for helping me out with that process. Would you like to go on a second date with Kenny? We will pay for it.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with no.
have to think about
you
it,
still sound on the fence to me, Marianne.
He was a no then, and he's a no now.
Wow.
Oh.
You know what? This sucks, man. I try to be a gentleman on a date. I try to be nice and courteous. So, yeah, I give you a handshake, and then you get mad when I don't kiss you. Come on, man. You're stupid.
That's my style. Obviously, we don't connect. You don't get me. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She is direct.
Well, Kenny, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date.
It's all right.
And the next time you meet any woman at a coffee shop, now you know you just kiss her right away.
Good
just to
idea.
be sure.
Real good advice.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of people texting in at 78592 right now, not a fan of Marianne from today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Kenny wanted to call Marianne. He told us he went on a weird date with her where she would only give him 15 minutes of time to impress her. She was upfront about it with him and said her schedule was very busy, so she was going to meet with 8 dudes in one day, and each of them got 15 minutes, kind of like her own speed dating.
Eliminate.
Yeah. I made the comparison to that old MTV show, Eliminate, and that's what she did. Kenny thought it went great. Didn't even mind having to do the 15-minute get-to-know-you session.
Yeah.
His actually even went 19 minutes, so he thought he was in for sure, but he wasn't getting a call back. So we got Marianne on the phone, and it turns out that she said Kenny couldn't close the deal and took off points from his score, and she actually grabbed notes, too.
Yeah, she called him guy number 4.
Yeah.
Dude, I would hate to date a girl like her. She's like overly organized.
Way too organized.
I mean, even in your dating life, you're organized.
She said that she took off points because he didn't try to kiss her at the end of their 15-minute hangout.
It's still baffling to me, though, that she sounds so controlling that she's not the one that would want to initiate the kiss.
Yeah.
Right?
She said she's looking for
It's really hard for me to, like,
That's a good point.
a dude to just
together.
take control.
Yeah.
And she said a couple of the other guys kissed her at the end of 15 minutes, and she liked that and decided to go out with them instead.
Can you imagine being a barista in the Starbucks she was at?
Oh,
that would
man.
be so amazing to watch this whole thing go down. Like, what is she a hooker? Like, what is happening? Why does she have all these men coming in?
Well, probably when you first saw it, you'd think job interview, because I've seen a lot of job interviews in Starbucks, and
Right.
people keep coming in, they got 15 minutes, and then she starts making out with them. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, she's kissing all the candidates. Like, I don't
job
get
is
what's
that?
happening.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Taylor is on the phone for a second date update today, and if Taylor can't score a date with the dude that she wants to call, I'm pretty sure that I will be scheduling a man date with him.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You like him already that much?
Sounds like he and I have similar interests. That's all I'm saying, because they met at the salon. I don't know what sort of service he was getting, but I spend a lot of my time in salons.
Yeah.
And been looking for a bro to do it with me.
Well,
So
I will say your cuticles are top notch.
thank you very much.
Mhm.
So, Taylor, you've got some competition if you don't get a second date, okay?
Okay.
She sounds scared.
All right, your email says that you met the dude at the salon. Was he working there?
No. He was also getting a pedicure. We both were.
Oh, now I want to meet
Yeah.
him even more.
Now-
Even more.
Were you lucky enough to get a chair next to said man's chair?
Yes, we were sitting right next to each other.
Ooh, that's a lot of time to get to know somebody.
How did that happen? Did you guys did he show you something in his Us Weekly that he was checking out? You know? They always have Us
No,
Weeklies.
He was just sitting there. I found him attractive, so I initiated a conversation. I just told him, oh, I don't see a lot of guys in here.
Oh, okay.
And he said that he pampers himself, and once a month he gets a pedicure.
Really?
Then he said, maybe that's why I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, so he threw it out there. He wanted you to know
Oh.
immediately that he was single.
Yes. So then we got a little flirty with each other. He said that he liked my feet, and then I told him I like his lips.
What? Wait.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you went for by the way, that's the one place where I think it's okay when you're starting to flirt with someone to just be like, I like your feet. If you're getting a pedicure. In any other situation, it's creepy, for sure.
Yeah.
But you went straight to his lips. That's definitely going to tell him, like, hey, I'm down to kiss you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was.
Okay, I like
All
your
right.
style. So who asked who out?
He did. He invited me to his house for dinner.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
That same night or
That same night, that little did I know, I was the main course.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's got hot.
Now I'm like
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I don't know. Like that went fast.
See,
We moved
suddenly
too fast.
every dude that's out there like, oh, real men don't get pedicures. Now they're all on the phone frantically trying to book an appointment.
I never understood that anyway. It's just your feet. Like, why wouldn't you want to have nice feet? Man or
Seriously.
women.
It seems weird to me.
And ladies love nice feet.
Yeah.
And dudes' feet are usually terrible. So even if your feet look halfway okay, they're like, wow, he takes care of himself. So anyway, back to the point. It sounds like you had a really nice date with him.
Yeah.
I definitely did. And the next morning, I said, do you want to go get some brunch? And he said he had a dentist appointment, which I'm not sure I believed.
Okay.
Why,
wouldn't
didn't
you believe him?
Just the tone of voice, I guess. And
Oh,
yeah.
like, yeah, no, I don't want brunch. I have a dentist appointment.
Yeah, not that exaggerated, but yeah.
He like looked at a toothbrush and that's the first thing that came to his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
So how did you leave things then?
Well, we did both agree that we wanted another date, and I've been really busy recently, and I know he probably has too, but I've been trying to make time to see him, and he's not really calling me back. We have exchanged a couple texts. I just don't really feel like he's trying to, go on a second date. He's not putting in the effort that I am.
Weird.
Was there anything that made you feel like this was more than just one wild, crazy night?
I mean, when we were talking and having conversations, it turned out that we had a lot in common. So, I mean, I definitely would like to pursue this and get a little deeper than, a one-night stand.
Right.
I shouldn't say deeper.
Yeah, I know. I
Whoa.
was trying so hard not to make a joke. Thank you for addressing it for me. That helped.
You're welcome.
He has been texting you, though.
Yeah, we've exchanged some text back and forth.
This one's strange to me because it's not like a big drunken night that just turned into a hookup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys ever ate dinner, but I assume you had some sort of conversation other than just getting in.
Yeah, we ate a little.
Yeah.
little.
Like, take 2 bites and you're like, you know what? Screw this. And then you throw everything off the table. You're like, get over here. At least that's what happened on your date in my mind. But any idea why he doesn't want to see you again?
I really don't know. I mean, I don't think there was a problem in the bedroom area. But I hope that he doesn't think that I'm too easy because I just slept with him, on the first night.
And if he does, I'm sorry, he slept with you too. He's just as
Yeah.
easy as you are.
I know, but you know how it's
there's different standards for women.
Yeah, but I hate that. It makes me angry.
Oh, why? Because they just assume that then you sleep with everyone the first time you meet them. And guys do that.
Exactly, and lots of dudes are down to sleep with it. Dude, I walk down the street. Every time I pass somebody, I'm like, yeah, probably sleep with them. So dudes are worse, but then they judge you if you do it. So hopefully that's not the case, but we'll find out what it is. We'll play a song, come back, and then call them and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, great.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Taylor is on the phone, and Taylor met the dude she wants to call today while she was getting a pedicure. He was also getting a pedicure next to her, and everybody knows where pedicures lead. The bedroom. They ended up having a one-night stand.
No. It sounds like they didn't even make it to the bedroom, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a pretty classic story, you know. Girl goes in for a pedicure, meets dude getting a pedicure. Then they go back to his house, have all kinds of crazy fun all night, and then wake up in the morning and he doesn't call her back. Just a classic story.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor, are you ready to call John and see why he won't agree to another date?
I am. I'm starting to get a little... I don't know. I'm not really sure about the whole situation and if I'm actually want to go on another date because I like him or if I'm just kind of like pissed at him at this point.
Well, is this your first one-night stand?
No.
So why do you think this one would be different than the others? I mean,
we were talking a lot and he's really fun. We had a lot in common. I mean, I think we could have something more than just a one-night stand.
Okay.
Like a two-night stand.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, maybe one night and another night again.
Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out for you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is John there?
Who's calling?
John, are you there?
Yeah, this is John.
Hey, John, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Have you heard of that before?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what it is if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after your date, they'll email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we recently got an email about you.
About me?
Yeah, about you, Mr. Soft Toes.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you got great feet, man.
That's so creepy.
You got fabulous feet.
True, though.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just confused. Why are you talking about my feet?
Because they're smooth. And I like that about you. Because my feet are smooth as well. Because I get pedicures too.
Oh.
And the girl that reached out to us, her name is Taylor, and you met her while you're getting a pedicure.
Okay, man. That makes a lot more sense. I was kind of weirded out by you talking about my feet.
Yeah.
I like how it was only kind of, though. I mean, good on you.
Just a little.
Yeah.
So Taylor reached out to you guys about me?
Yeah, she did. She sent us an email because she's confused. She's been trying to schedule another date with you after you guys went out, but it seems like you don't want to see her again.
I mean, I don't know what she told you guys.
Well, it sounds like you just went back to her place and went right to the fun.
Actually, guys, we went back to my place after the salon.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
But still, you guys had fun.
We did. We did have a nice evening together.
Okay. She was a bit more graphic about it.
Yeah,
She told us
she
everything.
was.
Everything, John.
God, even her laugh was more graphic about it.
She told you guys everything that went on?
Everything, dude. Every single detail.
That's why Jubal wants to get a hold of you.
What is that? I mean, I'm not so comfortable with someone sharing all my intimate stuff on the radio. What did she tell
but
you guys?
she just told us that you guys hooked up. But she says that it seems like you don't want to see her again. Is that true?
Okay. Wow, this is just getting stranger and stranger. After we hooked up, obviously I invited her to stay the evening at my place.
Right.
And she was like, oh, great, I'll go get my bag from the car. And I was like, cool. I don't know why she already pre-planned a bag. That's kind of strange. I mean, we literally just met.
But you know, I didn't question it. I just assumed maybe she had a change of clothes or like it was a gym bag or something.
Right. That's totally something that a lot of people have in their cars.
Right. That's what I thought. So anyway, she comes back into my place with this bag, and it's much larger than I expected. You know, again, I thought it was like a duffel bag or a backpack. You know, she comes in with what almost looks like a rolly suitcase type duffle bag. Like she's getting ready to go on like tour or like travel the hills of Europe or something. Anyway, she opens this bag and she takes out this mask.
Mask?
A mask?
Like
a mask.
It sounded like you said meth for a second. I was like, whoa.
No.
Mask.
That would almost have been a more appropriate solution.
Really?
She pulls out this mask, M-A-S-K. And this thing is the scariest friggin' thing I've ever seen.
What is it? Like
it's a sleeping mask, but it looks like a Darth Vader mask. It looks like it's got tubes and it's got like these giant red bulgy eye holes that like will block out light, but like to the outside, you know, it looks like you're like a villain in a Batman movie.
Red eye holes. That does sound like an evil mask.
Right. So she tells me before she puts the mask on, she's like, yeah, sometimes I have problems breathing in my sleep. This helps me. Also, if I don't breathe in the middle of the night, you know, you should call like 911 or something.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, and now all of this is getting thrown on me, you know, literally minutes after we've just finished, you know. And then she puts the mask on, and it's exactly how I could imagine it. Like Darth Vader, she's breathing through these tubes, and it's the loudest, most annoying possible sound that could possibly come out of a sleeping mask. So I'm like laying there trying to sleep, and all I hear is
Come on, no, that's not her fault. She obviously
it's not her fault, but I mean, I have a horrid night's sleep. Like I get zero sleep. Not only that, I am freaked out by this mask.
That's scary.
Again, I really, really like Taylor, and we had a great evening together. But that was just that threw me off, man. So I mean, you guys can understand. I just think that it'd be better right now if I don't see her.
You obviously had an amazing chemistry. You got along really well.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's just, I mean, you know, maybe I'm not describing it better. You really need to take a peep at this thing. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she told me, like, you know, I also like to wear it most hours of the day. I mean, that's all I would need.
Let's ask her, John. She's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. I mean, I don't know why I forgot to tell you that, but we should just ask her.
What?
Yeah, Taylor is actually on the line listening and wants to talk to you.
Like, on the phone, or she's just listening on the radio?
On the phone.
It's me.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Wow, Taylor, I am so sorry.
I don't understand why it's a problem because I explained everything to you that night. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's just a machine.
I mean, it was a scary machine that kept me awake all night. I didn't sleep at all.
Well, I'll tell you that you did sleep at some point because you snore extremely loudly.
Yeah. Okay, but Taylor, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what you wanted or expected me to do.
Oh, I am so sorry for you. Was that really difficult? Sleeping next to someone with a machine? What a hard life for a little baby.
I tell you what, it was hard. And, you know, maybe a heads up would have been nice. I mean, am I supposed to be excited, you know, that I'm sleeping next to the crypt keeper?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you were going to be handling it this way. But since we're going that route, I wasn't going to tell you this, but your breath is horrifying. I mean, you have the most horrible morning breath. And you know what? While I'm on the subject, when was the last time you washed your sheets? Like, what decade was that?
Oh, Taylor, why would you even want to call a guy back that has dirty sheets? I'm sorry. That is, like, red flag to me.
That's like ruling out 90% of dudes.
Seriously. Well, you know what? Maybe we should, okay?
And by the way, John, it's a sleep apnea machine. I have to use it in order to breathe.
It's just more that I wish we had talked about it before you just kind of like whipped it out. You know what I mean?
Don't know how many times people have said that in a second date update.
So when I was supposed to then say, oh, and by the way, I have a huge mask that I wear at night.
I think I would have appreciated that, honestly.
Really?
No, you
Why?
wouldn't
Because you
have.
would have sent me home?
I don't know. You don't know I would have sent you home. I would have probably been able to mentally prepare myself before you pulled out the Son of Krypton's mask from your black duffel bag.
It feels like you're bullying her over a medical device, is what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but Darth Vader over there, John, doesn't really sit like you're not trying to say anything bad, you know?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Okay, I understand how that sounded or how it came off, and I mean, honestly, Taylor, you know, we don't know each other very well, but I'm just not that type of guy that's going to try and bash other people, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said those things.
John, would you like to go out with Taylor one more time on a second date? We'll pay for it.
No. Listen, no, I am not interested in that.
Yeah, but we haven't heard from John yet. John, would you like to go out on a second date with Taylor? We'll pay for it.
Well, you know, after hearing what she...
No, John, I don't want to go on another date with you. You're a sleep shamer.
Sleep shamer.
A sleep shamer? What are you even talking about right now?
You shamed me for the way that I sleep.
It's not the way that you sleep. It's just the apparel that you wear while you sleep.
Yeah, I wasn't shaming how you sleep. You sleep on your back, and that's fine. But the other stuff, that's what I'm shaming you for.
It is to keep me alive at night.
It just bugged me, and I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Taylor, I'm sorry. No second date, but it sounds like that's fine with you.
Totally fine.
And John, I'm sorry that you were scarred by Taylor's sleep apnea mask.
Oh, get a grip.
Taylor, all I'm saying is that the next guy that you take home, just give them a heads up about the mask that you're going to pull out of your duffel bag at some point in their lives.
Okay, well, next time you bring someone home, you should probably warn them about the biohazard that is your sheet.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You know, after reading the email that we got in for today's second date, there's like a number of options as to why this dude's not getting a call back.
Wow.
This date, unless maybe I'm reading it wrong, but it sounds terrible. Like if I were a woman on this date, horrible. Maybe if I was a dude, I don't know. But Neil is on the phone. And Neil, tell us about your terrible date.
Oh, wait a minute. What wasn't that bad?
Really? Are you sure? Because reading your email, I was like, ow, ooh. And then that happened?
What?
Damn.
I am so curious how Neil could think that this is okay and you think it's horrible.
Yeah. Neil, first of all, tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Andrea.
And how'd you meet Andrea?
We met on an online dating service.
Oh, well, very formal name for it, sir. Yes.
Oh, well, I guess so.
And what did you like about her?
I thought she was cute. She seemed really nice, and I liked her profile, and so we chatted on the phone a little bit.
Oh,
on the phone, actually.
What? Wait, like voices?
I know. Can you believe it? I actually talked to a human being on the phone.
Weird.
I'm shocked right now.
Time travel.
No wonder she's not calling you back, you weirdo.
Yeah, it's like you're dating back in the 60s
Yeah.
or something.
What's wrong with you?
I thought it was the right thing to do.
Maybe,
Actually-
I mean, I don't know.
As much as we're making fun of you, Neil, I actually think that it's a really nice move.
Thank you.
Yeah, it shows that you're actually interested, and I assume you guys had a good conversation since you went out on a date after it.
Yeah, we had a nice chat and conversation, so I took her to a concert.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
That's cool. Like a big concert or?
No, you know, it wasn't like the Rolling Stones. It was like a cover band kind of thing that played all kinds of party music, I guess.
That's so fun.
All right.
Cover band, okay. And what was it like the first time you guys met in person?
It was great. She was cute. We seemed to get along, and she gave me a hug, like, hi, how are you? And I said, oh, this is going to be nice.
Okay, what's the awful part, though? Because Jubal painted it as this horrible evening.
And over. Like,
Yeah.
ugh, ouch, ooh.
Well, first thing she did, she was talking about my profile picture and how, you know, I had facial hair, but I shaved because, you know, I figured, oh, let me, you know, I'm going on a date. Let me shave up. So maybe that freaked her out or something. Or, you know, made her
Yeah.
feel weird.
You show up and you're a different person. A lot of times that will scare people.
How different did you look, Neil?
I guess I had like a kind of a full goatee, and then I kind of shaved it all off. You know.
Wow. She was willing to go out with you and had a goatee. You must have a lot of game on the phone.
That's what I'm thinking, Jubal. I think if anything, she'd be thankful that thing was gone.
Tell us about the concert, because the details that you put in your email, like I said, it sounds like it didn't go very smoothly.
Well, we were dancing, having a good time, and but just out of nowhere, she started talking about, you know, comedy, and she started saying how much she likes Kevin Hart as a comedian.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Lots of people.
I hate Kevin Hart.
What? Who hates Kevin Hart? I thought everyone loves Kevin Hart.
Neil does not like Kevin Hart.
Number one, he's overrated. Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, hello, been there, done that.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are the legends.
And he's like 2'4". I mean, come on.
All right.
And he's
so
short.
he's short
You
and you
don't
find
like
him
it because he's short.
unfunny.
So, I told her, look, Kevin Hart's not funny. And she just started like arguing back and forth how brilliant he is. And I just looked at him and said, he's just not funny.
Oh.
That's always good to start an argument with your date.
She brought it up, and I just told her the truth. I mean, the truth hurts.
You can't hold back for a second if you're on a first date and just go, yeah, okay, cool.
Look, what was I going to do? I can't lie to her. I don't want to start off the date relationship by lying. What if she brought home a bunch of Kevin Hart videos on our second date? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
What?
I
Oh
know,
my God.
right?
Why would you do that? There's like a lot of facts, including his paycheck, that back up that he's funny. And two, why even argue about it? Just say, oh, he's not my favorite and move on.
Maybe I should have did that, but, by the way, just because you get paid a lot of money doesn't mean you're funny.
Well,
I mean, I never walked into a bank and got laughs.
Yeah. What happened after you guys argued about Kevin Hart?
Well, then we, of course, a couple of good tunes came on and we started dancing. And I actually had this full beer and I kind of, spilled it on her. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
How much of the beer did you spill on her?
I think the lady behind me bumped me, but I guess like more than half the mug fell into her, kind of hit her on her jeans and on her sweater and stuff.
Oh, that
Okay,
sucks,
so you
man.
argued about Kevin Hart, and then you dumped a beer on her, is what it sounds like.
Did you apologize?
Of course I did. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. But,
Okay.
Well,
I will say that one's an accident. I mean, it sucks, but it's an accident.
if Kevin Hart did it, I'm sure she wouldn't have minded.
Yeah. That guy can do anything, right?
Been the funniest beer spill
Yeah,
ever.
it would have been funny, like slapstick.
So after you argued with her and then spilt a drink on her, how did you guys end things?
Well, I thought we recovered from that. And then she just said, you know what, I got to go. And she left.
Oh, yeah, you didn't recover from that then.
No.
Not at all.
No hug or kiss?
No, but I did text her. I just said, sorry about the beer. Didn't mean to do that. Though we made a connection. But also that, Kevin Hart, still not funny.
Wait, like you didn't give it up? You even put it in writing form about Kevin Hart?
Look, if she was a good sport and was into me, she would have thought that was funny. That was the
Yeah.
Remember,
And it
she
doesn't-
doesn't know funny because she likes Kevin Hart.
That's
So
a good point. It doesn't sound like she thought it was funny because she's not calling you back, and she also left in the middle of your date.
Well, look, even though it didn't end well, I still want another chance. She was cute, she was nice, and I know we made a connection,
Okay.
even though we had some differences.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date, all right?
All right.
All right, man. Hang on. Is there anything Kevin Hart is not involved in? He's in like everything in Hollywood. Every movie that comes out has Kevin Hart. Every TV show has something to do with Kevin Hart. He's the biggest name in comedy, and now he's involved in a second date. And he ruined Neil's potential for another date because Neil is on the phone for a second date. And if you missed the first part, he got into an argument with his date about whether or not Kevin Hart is funny. His date, Andrea, does like Kevin Hart, and Neil was not afraid to let her know that he didn't like Kevin Hart. And then after that, he spilled a beer on her, which he says is by accident, and then she left, and she hasn't called him back. So we're fighting an uphill battle here, Neil.
Well, hey, listen, not funny is not funny.
Okay.
But I'm not talking about Kevin Hart
all right,
now. I'm
now
not-
this is not.
Yeah.
I feel like this is all this is going to turn into
Yeah.
is a discussion of Kevin Hart.
I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, his movies suck too. His stand-up is overrated.
Oh my God!
All right, Neil.
Neil.
We need to focus on trying to get you another date. So we need to drop Kevin Hart for a little while and talk about Andrea and call her.
Wow, that's the best thing I heard all day.
All right.
Okay. And, Neil, can I ask you though? I mean, bigger picture. If you guys have two very different, sets of humor, do you think that this is going to be able to work out?
Hey, look, it's good to have differences, If people are the same and they fall in love, that would be kind of a boring relationship,
Yeah.
I mean, look, my parents have been married forever, and they argue all the time. Spices it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I guess
that's what
that's
you're
the
looking for. I
secret
see.
to a long relationship. So.
Well, I'm just saying, that's what kind of thing I'm looking for.
All right.
And you
Well-
found it. You found it in her.
We'll call Andrea right now and see if she's ready to argue with you on another date. Okay, Neil?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Andrea?
This is.
Andrea, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh. Hi.
Hi, what was that sound you made?
That was her surprise sound. I think.
Almost like a hiccup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the hiccups?
No, that was just my surprise sound.
Oh, okay. Any idea why we're calling you?
I hope I won something.
No, you don't listen to the show very much. We never call people to give them anything.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, you don't listen to the show very much, do you? The reason why we're calling is because somebody emailed us about you for a second date.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you could be winning another date. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
You've been on many dates recently?
It sounds like she's been on many bad dates recently with the oh boy answer.
I have been on a date, recently.
And how did it go?
It wasn't the best.
Okay.
I think we're talking about the same
I
date.
think we might be talking about the same guy. His name's Neil.
Yeah. That's his name.
The one. And Neil, not a Kevin Hart fan, is he?
No, it's not Kevin Hart fan. What can I say? It was just not the best matchup there on the online dating.
Was it the Kevin Hart argument? Or, I mean, not necessarily that he didn't like Kevin Hart, but the fact that he wouldn't let it go?
No. That had really, that was that was sort of uncalled for, but it wasn't, it was not the thing.
Oh, really?
No. The biggest thing was that he just didn't really look like his profile picture.
Oh, he told us that too. He told us that. He did
part.
tell us that. He said that he used to have a goatee. By the way, props to you for giving a guy with a goatee a shot. But he had it shaved by the time he met you.
He looks about 15 or 20 years younger in his profile picture than he did when we met.
Did you say 15 or 20?
Years?
At least. I don't know. It was it must have been just a really, really old picture because I mean...
So what were you thinking when you saw him and he was so much older? Were you like, oh man, this guy might break a hip while we're at this concert?
Yeah, no. It was. I mean, it was a little shock. I mean, he wasn't like crotchety or anything, but.
How old do you think he is?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but he did give me a hint when he spilled his beer on me.
What?
Was it Parkinson's setting in or something? I mean, how did he give you a hint that he was old?
That's so messed up, Jubal.
I mean, I just confused how that would be a hint.
What did he do?
The cover band was playing kind of a wide range of music, and all of a sudden they start playing Huey Lewis and the News, and he just jumps up and down his beer goes everywhere. He's like, I haven't heard this since college. And I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't even born. Oh my God.
Since college.
Yes. I mean, isn't that the 80s? That's the 80s.
I think so.
I don't know.
So how old is
I can't even think of what that song would be.
Do you know what song it was?
It was Hip to Be Square.
Oh my God, that's super old.
Something like that. Oh my God.
I don't even
You
know
guys
that.
can talk more about it. I'm going to Google it real quick to see when that song came out.
Yeah.
So if you had to give him a number, how old do you think he is?
Actually, you know what, Andrea? Let's just ask him because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep.
Neil?
Hey.
Neil!
Hey, Andrea, when's the last time you looked at your profile picture?
Whoa! Coming in hot.
Yeah, what is that?
Dang.
Neil!
Holy crap.
I mean, have you looked at your profile picture? I was assuming I was meeting someone around my age.
Oh!
At least it was taken in this decade. You couldn't say that for yours. That's the 90s. It's in the 90s.
Oh!
Oh, my God. You're making me sound like I'm B. Arthur or something like that.
Who's B. Arthur?
I'm just saying.
I think she was a golden girl.
B. Arthur was a golden girl?
I think so.
Andrea, how do you not know who B. Arthur is? Golden Girl? Oh my God!
Such a
Her
golden
comedic
girl.
timing is unbelievable.
Okay.
She is
So-
funny now that I know who she is. but-
Neil, I'm starting to believe Andrea now that you're older than you say you are.
Listen, I'm a few years older than her. I'll give you that. But it's not like she was, 19 years old over there. I mean, come on now.
Wait, so now you're saying that it's okay that you lied about your age because she looks old?
I didn't lie. It just didn't come up until, a good Huey Lewis song came on, and I got a little excited. But, I mean,
You got to tell people how old you are before you meet them, or at least use a recent picture, man. I mean, come on.
You know what? I'm only a few years older than you, so let's not
You
get
are
carried
at
away.
least 15 years older than me, man.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what?
You don't understand the comedy of Kevin Hart. It is not of your generation.
Maybe.
That's actually a good point.
You know what? Why don't we go on another date and we can get our profiles picture taken at the same time? How about
Oh,
that?
my God.
Neil, how old are you? It is killing me. Will you please tell me how old you are?
Why would I tell you anything about how old I am?
Because we're trying to see if Andrea is right or not about your age.
Yeah, but listen, I'm in shape. I'm healthy. I make a good living. Then
if you're so in
like
shape-
Richard Pryor more than Kevin Hart,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Yeah,
that
that's
sort
true.
of says it.
You did make a Rolling Stones reference when we first talked to you.
I remember that.
And then you talked about older comedians. And I went on Wikipedia while you guys were talking. Hip to Be Square, that Huey Lewis song, 1986.
What? You were in college in 1986, Neil?
Oh, man.
Hey, you know what? You guys are killing me with this age thing. You know what? Let me tell you something. Age is just a number.
Yeah, a number that you have to be honest about.
Listen, by the way, that was a younger reference. You guys are making fun of me because of that, but that was R. Kelly.
Yeah, not necessarily a younger reference still, Neil.
That's still pretty old.
Are you kidding me? No one in that room knows the reference? R. Kelly? I mean, you're in the music business. He's the guy who peed on people. How did you not know that?
We know who R. Kelly is.
Yeah.
He just hasn't really been relevant for a few years.
Or a decade.
Years.
Next thing you know, I'm going to end up at a Green Day concert. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Green Day.
What are you doing, dude? Oh my God. Change your profile picture and stop trying to get younger women, Neil.
Hey, when's the last time you looked at your website? I mean, hello, Airbrush City over there.
All right. Neil, I'm just going to put you out of your misery. Misery, that was an old movie you probably remember.
Kathy Bates. Right?
Yeah, Kathy Bates was in that, Neil. Andrea, would you like to go out with Neil on a second date? We will pay for it.
If I wanted to date my grandfather's best friend, I would say yes, but no. And good luck with your Social Security, Mr. Neil.
This is crazy. You know what I mean? You meet a nice guy. Maybe he's got a couple years on you. Shows you to a nice time, and you're blowing him off over an age. You know what? That's the problem with the kids today. They're always on the computers and everything.
Thank you for confirming everything for us, Neil. Appreciate it.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookeandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person that didn't call you back. Adam is on the phone with us right now. He sent us an email about a girl named Robin. They met online and went out for a night of karaokeing. What's up, Adam?
Hey, what's up, Jubal? Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Adam. What's your karaoke song of choice? What'd you use to impress her?
Living on a Prayer is like my go-to. So.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty popular one.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So tell us about Robin.
Well, we met online. She was great. I was actually really excited to meet her, which isn't always the case. But I picked her up, and we were really just getting along really well. She was laughing at all my jokes. She was really, cute and funny, and I liked her. So we took the date to the next step, and I took her to my karaoke bar.
Nice. It got serious at that point.
Usually the next step
I
means
wanna-
something else.
I want to move this along to the next level.
For guys, that's a big
We're going to
step.
karaoke. So the date, did you feel like it went well? Was there a moment that you thought it was taking a downturn?
I thought it went great. We were, having some drinks, having a good time. It's kind of a popular bar, so it took a long time to get up. But then I went up on stage. I was killing it. I did kind of... So I've got a move that I do when I sing the song, and I do this high kick. And
Okay, so again, we're wondering why she wasn't calling you back, huh? We're
Still a
trying
mystery?
to figure that one out.
Hold on. If you could see it, it's pretty impressive.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Really? It's your signature move.
hey, everyone's got to have one. I've got mine, right?
Could you
But
see?
I maybe kind of tripped when I did it. I kind of fell backwards, so that wasn't too smooth. But
All right.
I got back up. I finished the song, so it shouldn't be like that big a deal.
Did you take it as an opportunity to like make fun of yourself and be self-deprecating?
Exactly.
Okay.
You gotta play it up, and you can't pretend something like that didn't happen. So you just roll with it and make a joke out of it.
Right.
It was hysterical. I mean, everyone thought it was hilarious. So.
It killed. It did awesome.
That's what I stand by. Laugh at you or with you. It doesn't matter.
Either way, as long as we're having a good time.
How'd your date end?
Well, I don't really remember. I know I woke up at home and the next day I had to take a cab back to the bar and get my car.
Was it from drinking or was it from a concussion from your wild dance moves?
I think I just maybe drank too much and probably caught a cab or something.
Adam, how do you leave that out of the story that you were blackout wasted during karaoke?
I don't think I was blackout wasted. It just got a little murky at the end.
Do you know how you said goodbye to her then? Do you remember leaving her?
Not exactly, but...
Okay.
See, normal people just check their memory.
I know myself. Even when I drink too much, I'm still fun. I'm still, a nice guy. I'm never, mean or anything, so...
Oh, no.
Have you tried to call her?
Yeah, I've called her 4 times, and I texted her, and she hasn't gotten back to me. So I thought we had a really great time. I wanted to get back in touch with her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we're going to call her in about 3.5 minutes. Play a song, come back, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, awesome. Thanks.
All right, hang on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Adam is on the phone with us. Adam emailed us about Robin, who we went out on a date with. They went out karaokeing. He got wasted, doesn't even really remember saying goodbye. Do you want to call her for a second date, Adam, or are you calling her to apologize / find out what happened with the rest of your evening?
I want to apologize, I guess, but I want to go out with her again, so let's call her.
I'm assuming you did something blacked out that you don't remember.
I hope not.
All right, we're going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and get your second date update. You ready?
Yeah, okay.
Hello?
Hi, is Robin there? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Robin? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? She can hear, right, Adam?
What? Is she deaf?
Yeah, she's a hearing person.
Okay.
Oh.
I just wanted to check and make sure because she couldn't hear me there. I'm going to try and call back.
You guys.
I don't know why she would have a phone.
Yeah.
I know.
Or why Adam would invite her to karaoke just to rub it in her face.
Yeah, no wonder she's not calling you back, Adam, you jerk.
Oh my gosh, Jubal.
Trust me, I'm singing this amazing.
All right, here we go. I'm trying to call her again. Obviously, there was a problem with the connection.
What is wrong with you?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is Robin there?
Speaking.
Hey, Robin, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hey.
What's going on?
I don't know. What's going on?
Well, I'll just be straight up with you. Somebody emailed us and wants us to get a hold of you to find out why you're not getting back to them.
Okay.
It's a guy named Adam. Do you remember going on a date with him?
Yeah.
Do you think he remembers going on a date with you? I know he was drunk.
He was.
Okay.
I think so. We had a really good time.
So you did have a good time with Adam.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice.
You didn't even mind his high kick during his karaoke performance?
No, actually, that was hilarious.
Okay. Wow. If you had a good time, why aren't you calling him back?
I don't know. I just thought, it was just like a one-time thing type of deal.
Did he do something stupid while he was drunk?
Oh, yeah, he definitely did stupid stuff while he was drunk. He tried to kiss me, and he was, pausy, tried to touch me or whatever during the date. But it was funny.
So, did that bother you? It doesn't sound like that bothers you, though.
Normally it would bother me, but after you see him fall on the stage, like, I realized he was way, like, overserved.
Robin, you're awesome. Yeah. I want to go on a date with you.
So you had a fun time. You're not mad about his drinking. Why do you not want to go on a date with him? I am baffled.
There's a secret that I have that I just didn't tell him, you know?
A secret that you have?
Yeah, and it's not a boyfriend. Can you believe that?
Are you?
That's what I was going to say.
Are you actually Rob and not Robin?
No.
Roberto.
What it is that I have a baby, and so I never told him that.
Oh.
What? You have a baby?
Hey, Robin, Adam is on the phone right now. He just heard everything you said.
Oh.
You have a baby?
Well,
You didn't
yeah,
say you had a
I mean,
baby.
but
Why-
it doesn't
you
even
didn't say-
matter.
Was that the baby in the background?
Yeah, that's him in the background. I'm actually trying to feed him now.
Oh, how old is he?
Oh, he's like 5 weeks old.
5 weeks. Wow.
Hold on. You had a baby 5 weeks ago? That's not something that you would tell me?
I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, now I have to talk about it, and I really didn't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go out and have a good time.
No, I don't know what you mean. How do you, like, that's kind of a talking point.
Yeah. I just wanted to go out and have a good time. I didn't want to get all deep, you know?
Well, apparently you got pretty deep.
So you were just enjoying the night off from watching your baby, and you had fun, and you just aren't interested in going out again. Is that it?
I mean, it's like this. If he really likes me, he'll quit partying so much and stay home and watch the baby with me, then sure, I'll go out with him.
Wait a second. Hold on. How are you going to look for somebody to try and, like, make me completely change who I am and not even say who you are, not even, like, on your dating profile?
I'm just saying, if you want to go out again, those are the rules. Those are the stipulations. And besides, I didn't call you 4 times after the date. You called me. So.
Wait, it's got... Oh my gosh.
Where's the baby daddy at?
He's not at the karaoke bar, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Where's he at?
I mean, he's around, but he's not, really relevant. So it didn't really matter.
So he's not in
There's a guy who's around, and you're going out on a date with me?
Well, he's around enough to watch
what's
the
even the
baby.
point of
So,
that?
I mean, in that instance, you better be glad he's around, because otherwise I couldn't have gone out.
He was watching the baby. I don't think she means he's around like he's a boyfriend. He's around like he's still taking care of his kid. That happens, man.
I feel like I'm on Jerry Springer a little bit. To be honest.
I feel like I'm on Jerry Springer a little bit.
I'm not the one that called the radio station. You did. It wasn't me. It was you. I just wanted to go out and just have like a fun, crazy night out, and we met, and it was cool. Don't put it on me.
You know what? There's other websites for that kind of thing.
Adam, what you may have felt like was a connection may have just been your paternal instincts kicking out. You knew you wanted to be a father. Hey, you guys, we will send you out on a second date. We'll pay for it if you'd like to go out again. Robin, you interested in going out with Adam again? Have a good time?
I mean, if he can adhere to the stipulations, yeah.
Adam?
Those are some steep stipulations.
Look, I really like you, and I'd be open to seeing where it goes. I just don't want to feel like, there's absolutely no point in seeing each other again if I'm not going to commit to you forever on a second date.
So he wants to go out again and give it another shot.
Robin, that's a pretty good offer right there.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, we can see, I just don't want to do anything major or anything serious. We can go out on the second date. That sounds cool.
Perfect.
Nice.
We'll send you guys out again. That's awesome. I really didn't expect you guys to agree to a second date, but that's cool.
Make sure you guys schedule a night that your baby daddy can babysit.
You know what? Along with us paying for the date, I will offer my services as a babysitter. Robin?
Run, Robin.
Pro bono for free.
No.
I'll watch that little tyke. Is that what they're called?
You can't just put them in a closet, right?
No, you don't. You just throw some food on the floor and they're good.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.